Welcome to Insights into Insurance from the A-Team at Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.
It's another Saturday morning. That means it is time for our Insights into Insurance program here on 1450 KATE. Mike Whitus in studio along with Americana Insurance, Tom Sorensen. A good morning, Tom.
Well, good morning, Mike. And what a great opportunity with our weather that we're going to be talking about Christmas open houses again.
Absolutely. It's right around the corner here. Believe it or not, today is the first day of December.
Yes. Oh, wow. You did have to remind me of that, right? Oh, wait. I got to leave.
Yeah. He's not been a good boy or a naughty boy. He's been an excellent boy with Americana Insurance. But we want to remind folks, Tom, of a couple things that you have coming up here. And it is filling up fast. So
it is.
You need to call by Monday.
Yes. What we got going on this week, which would be December 6th and 7th, Thursday and Friday, is our Christmas open house. The main thing is we would like to invite the public and our clients in for Christmas goodies, okay? We got the best ones in the whole neighborhood, okay?
And don't worry, Tom doesn't bake them.
No, God, no.
He has other folks to do that.
We got other folks that do that, yes. And so talk about liability insurance. That would be if I cooked it. No, anyway. So what we got going on is our Christmas open house. So come on in, have some goodies, but we also got 3 special programs going on. And one of them is what we call the Silver Bells 55 Drive Alive program, which is Friday from 10 to 12. And they need to sign up by calling at 377-2000 for that program. We still have some seats available, but we're filling up. So they can do that. That's a 55 Alive refresher course, 4-hour refresher course. And then we also have It's a Wonderful Life will writing clinic. And I believe there's a few spots left in the morning on Thursday, which is the December 6th. That's for $125. Abby Leach will write up a will. Okay, that's $125 per person. Very inexpensive. If anybody's ever looked at contacting an attorney and going through this. So let us know. Again, call us at 507-377-2000. And then the last thing, which we're going to talk about today, it's a Wonderful Life lookover. And that's going to be with Jolene Honkomp, who has been on this show many, many times, who does our life insurance. She's got actually only a couple spots left open on Friday, December 7th in the afternoon. Correct, Jolene? Friday's December 7th, right?
That's correct. And good morning, everyone. And thanks, Tom, for saving the best for last.
That's right. Exactly, Jolene.
Jolene, that was my doings. We're not going to give Tom any more credit. So he's already.
Oh, that sounds good.
He's already taken credit for the baking, so we have to kind of put him in his place. But welcome aboard again, Jolene Honkomp with the Americana Insurance Group. And Jolene, let's talk first and foremost beneficiaries. That is something that, as life changes, a lot of folks forget about beneficiaries. They just, they figure once you put it down in writing and you fill it all out, it's good to go. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, you're going to have some problems down the road. So let's talk as we kick things off here on this Wonderful Life lookover that you're going to be presenting. First and foremost, beneficiaries.
Right. And that's one of the things, like you mentioned, change. Life is always changing. And the one thing people tend to overlook when they name a beneficiary, they never go back and change that beneficiary or look at things as they change. And I like to have people review that at least every 3 years, but I like to bring it up every 2 years just in case something happens. There's new children born, people get married, people get divorced, and I have run into some really bad situations where, and especially younger couples, when they get married, when they were single, sometimes they named girlfriends, boyfriends as their beneficiary when they first started in their career. And I did have that happen a couple of times where that person later got married, And I had it happen to a new family where they had new baby, and there was a car accident, and very unfortunately, one of them passed away. And on the life insurance, it was the ex previous the marriage.
Yeah, you and I, we could sit and talk about those type of horror stories all day long, and we've got some later on here that we're going to talk about too. But there's two types of beneficiaries, right, Jolene?
There is. There's a primary beneficiary, and that's going to be the first line of that is going to get those proceeds. And I'm going to keep it talking to life insurance, but you can name beneficiaries on investments. And I would encourage anyone, if you can name a beneficiary on something, name a beneficiary. But the primary is going to be the first in line to get the proceeds. You should name a contingent. And contingent just means if something were to happen to the primary where they would predecease you, then the proceeds go to who you name as contingent. And this does happen more often than people think, because when you think of a primary beneficiary, most likely that's a person that's going to be closest to you, like a spouse. Spouses are together a lot, and a lot of times they can be in a car accident together, and if that beneficiary predeceases you, then it goes to the named contingent, which a lot of times, if you're married, is going to be children.
And Jolene, there is a misconception out there as far as a will superseding the proceeds of a life insurance beneficiary designation. It doesn't, right?
No, it doesn't. Your beneficiary is first and foremost. When you name a beneficiary, it keeps it out of probate, it keeps it out of everything. That's going to be handled first. You get a death certificate, you send that into whatever institution or a life insurance company. They look at that information, and that's where those proceeds go. They follow whatever you named as beneficiary, or if it's a contingent beneficiary. I do want to caution someone, and this is, more of my personal experience. Do not name a minor as a beneficiary unless you have a will and you named a guardian that would be the custodian to take care of that money for that minor. So that can cause a lot of problems. So I just want to, put that out there. Do not name a minor as a beneficiary unless you have documentation in your will that you do have a guardian named.
The other thing, too, is naming an estate as a beneficiary could cause a probate issue, correct?
It could. I really don't like when they name an estate as beneficiary unless they have specific reasons, if there's going to be estate taxes that are owed. Because if you name the estate the beneficiary, that money goes into the estate. Your estate could be in probate, so then those proceeds all become part of the probate. The larger your probate, the larger your probate costs are.
Right. And
that could kind of eat away at some of those life insurance proceeds. It also becomes claims to the creditors. So
right.
If you owe any money, those creditors can come in and they will take proceeds from your estate, but they cannot go to the person that was named as a beneficiary and make them pay on life insurance proceeds. They go pass direct. It is not subject to the creditors. Any money that you would owe, it would go to them tax-free, and it avoids probate. So it is not counted as part of your probate. It's going to keep your overall total number of your estate when you look at the value of your estate. If you have $1 million life policy and that goes into the estate, that's going to raise the value of your estate by $1 million, and it could put you in a situation where it could increase your state taxes that you might owe, and it could even put you in a federal estate.
The key, though, is to make sure that your beneficiaries are still living, because if the beneficiary isn't living yet, that is going to go through probate. Okay.
Correct.
And payment to heirs will be delayed And death proceeds will also be exposed to probate cost. Again, that's where that would not be the case if that beneficiary is alive and it's the person that you wanted to receive that money.
I can see a lot of people right now listening in this morning, Tom, going, holy buckets, I haven't reviewed my policy for beneficiaries. So we've got a lot more to talk about on this Saturday morning with Jolene Honkomp with Americana Insurance Group and Tom Sorensen with Americana Insurance. And we need to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about what we are going over as It's a Wonderful Life lookover on this Saturday morning with our Insights into Insurance program. We'll have a lot more coming up as we take this break on 1450 KATE.
Hello, this is Tom Sorensen. Come celebrate early with Americana Insurance Group at our annual Christmas open house December 6th and 7th. Everyone is welcome to enjoy delicious homemade treats. In addition, we are offering a one-on-one life insurance review, a will writing workshop, and Friday we have a 4-hour 55 Alive driver improvement program. To register or to get more info, call 377-2000. We hope to see you at our Christmas open house.
Welcome back to this Saturday morning program with our Insights into Insurance. Tom Sorensen is along with us and Jolene Honkomp, and we were talking about beneficiaries. And let's kind of take a look, Jolene, about the need analysis. And what is this? What is it?
It's a way to determine the amount of life insurance that people need. Every case is different. Every family is different. Every individual is different. So a lot of times people don't know what is the amount they should have. This is a nice way that I can go through with them and walk through the different reasons why you would need life insurance. It's to replace someone's income if they use that income to support the family. Maybe they were using that income and it's going to support the kids to go to college. There's a lot of things outside of just covering a mortgage, outstanding debt. So you kind of walk through the different pieces, and it's like putting together that puzzle.
And that's going to be part of that lookover. So if anybody wants to come in and do a needs analysis, because some people might say, well, where do I start? Well, Jolene knows where to start and where to end. So on that, so that'll be part of that. So the other thing that I would like to talk about, Mike, is some of the well, again, we talked about horror stories and some permanent life insurance policies that both Jolene and I got. We've actually got some shared clients that we have that has had this issue where they think they have this policy that's going to last forever, and they get a nice surprise, right, Jolene?
They do. What I like to do, not only just go through the needs analysis with everyone, but I have them bring in all of their existing policies. People get policies throughout their lifetime. Sometimes their parents get them policies. They hang on to those, or they're paid up. They acquire policies throughout their life, and I ask them to bring them all in. And there are times when they bring them in, the people aren't sure what they have. They bought permanent coverage. They think it's going to be there, but there were not death benefit guarantees. The newer products today have the death benefit guarantees. The older products did not. And I have run into people who have a very high need for life insurance. They've been paying on it 20 years. And we sit down and we look at that policy, and in the very fine print on their statement, it tells them that this life insurance policy is only going to be in force for another 2 years in some cases. There's one case where it was not even till the end of that year.
Yeah, and they've paid thousands and thousands of dollars into this life insurance policy, and they might not be able to afford it going forward because of the amount that they have to pay. So. Right,
they're going to be increasing the premium for them to keep this policy in place.
We do want to make it a wonderful life, Jolene, doing this lookover. And, of course, Tom, we can get things set up. There's a few more spaces, just a few left to do this. And Jolene is there to answer your questions, kind of walk you through this process.
Yep. Simple as far as them coming in, and just call, sign up, come and see Jolene on December 7th. And she can do whatever you want. Look over your old policies, do a needs analysis, anything that you want regarding life insurance, or maybe you're just ready to do life insurance, and she can do the needs analysis and get the life insurance applied for that day. So,
and the main thing is, folks, as you're listening in, you've kind of red flags gone up as far as the beneficiaries and where you have them and where you don't have them. Give Americana Insurance a call, 377-2000, and get it scheduled so you don't come in with all of your policies. Jolene's going to be busy with a number of individuals, so they'll set up some time, and so you have the time to put those puzzle pieces together with Jolene and get what you really need.
Absolutely, and that's also, they can email me at insights@americanainsurance.com also for any questions, or if they want to sign up for anything, everything from the 55 Alive to the will writing workshop to the life wonderful life lookover review.
All right, Jolene, as always, thanks for calling in on this Saturday morning, and we'll look forward to the special program coming up next week.
Thank you, Jolene.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
All right, and that'll wrap up a quick Saturday morning, Tom.
Again, so fast.
We're going to have to increase it maybe to 20 minutes versus the 15. But that'll do it. Please be safe out there, folks, with the snow coming down. That'll do it for this edition of our Insights into Insurance program here with Americana Insurance on Kate 1450.
You've been listening to Insights into Insurance from the Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.